So I have asked Peter and Will to come up with one team who they think are going to surprise everyone this year. And funnily enough, just before we started recording this, they both said the same team. So out with it, boys, because I'm intrigued. Which team can surprise the NFL and do a lot better than people are expecting them to do?
Yeah, so I think we both said the Panthers with this one. I haven't exactly heard Peter's main reasons for it, but I think there's just an air of growth within that team. They've had the same coaching staff there for a while now, which was rare from the Panthers and their owner, which means that you actually have several years where you're in the same offense, which means for Bryce, he's not having to learn a new playbook. He's kind of coming in and already knows the terminology, the keys for that offense, and they've kind of gone all in on him. Like if you look at like how the roster is built, like especially with like a lot of the draft picks, they've kind of really doubled down on offense and made sure that he's got the pieces there in place. Jimmy Horn Jr. from Colorado is kind of like a standout, and a lot of people are saying he's already won their number 3 job. And he's been turning heads in camp all year. A lot of people saying his speed is real and is really hard to cover. And then you've also got Xavier Legette from last year, who's going to take that next step. I think they kind of drafted him.
And then you've got the rookie McMillan, right?
Taro McMillan, who a lot of people are saying is like almost like a one-for-one Mike Evans, but not quite. I mean, he didn't play in the SEC, but he has the potential. They kind of have the same build frame. They're both possession receivers.
Well,
so they've really gone in on it.
Stop. I want to interrupt you here, but we need to stop this SEC thing. If you can play, you can play. Come on. If you can play, you can play. It's not about playing.
Mike Evans is going to going up against them LSU DBs all the time. So he kind of had to go through, like, McMillan can become that guy, but a lot of people are saying Jimmy Horn right now, out of the two, is the better receiver. So it's really interesting to see, but they've got their guys there. They've got Hunter Renfrew, who can still play in a slot. He's going to be coming in on like third downs. They've really doubled down on offense. They've got a good running back core in Rico Dowell, Chuba Hubbard as well. So, I mean, they've got the pieces there, and they've really tried to construct that offensive line. So I think this is kind of like it's a big year for Bryce, because if he can't do it with what they've got now, then I think they kind of soft move on. But I think all the pieces are in place. I think they are building something there. And the thing about the Panthers is the expectations aren't actually that high. I think people just want them to be a good team and hold their own. If they were to finish just above 500, I think the fans will take that. And then they'll work on that to improve. But I wouldn't be surprised if they surprise a few people.
So I just quickly Googled as to what somebody was predicting the Carolina Panthers to be at, and they put 6-11, right? Now, if they can keep games close, there is an easy chance they can get towards being above 500. Now, realistically, you're looking at obviously Tampa and Atlanta in terms of like the divisional race. But if they have themselves a half decent season, it's a step in the right direction, considering how bad they've been. Now, if you look at any other team within the NFL that could be a surprise, I'm going to say it. The New York Jets have a chance of not being completely in utter poverty. They've got a chance.
It depends on Justin Fields, man. Depends. He'll take them where he needs to go, like the QB.
Like, if you look at it, Justin Fields has got the pieces. Mm-hmm. He has pieces there in New York, or strictly New Jersey. But I don't see him. I don't see it out of the realm of possibility that they are actually above the Miami Dolphins this year in terms of ranking, because who knows what happens with Tua throughout the entire season? Because we know almost every year we're talking about Tua's health, and that's an unfortunate thing.
Yeah, I mean, Miami, people are kind of like that. that team is almost this close to just being blown up as a whole. And then, I mean, there's been talks of people saying Mike McDaniel is he's a schemer, so he can scheme an offense, but he struggles in terms of running a ship. You know, it seems like discipline on that team's kind of all over the place. I mean, the only news I've heard from
could that help? Like, so bringing that back to the Jets, could that help the Jets?
Absolutely.
So Jets are potentially expected to be in and around 500. They could go above that. You never know. I haven't actually looked at their.
They could. You made a good point on the Jets because I just had a look and they have a solid defense, and Aaron Glenn is a very good head coach, defensive head coach, obviously. So I expect the defensive unit to be very good within the NFL this season. And one thing I just clocked is Fields and Gary Wilson play together at Ohio State, so they might have some chemistry, some familiarity with each other. That bodes well for the pros. I mean, because the NFL is all about connections and chemistry that quarterbacks and receivers or certain positions, quarterbacks and receivers have together. Like, for instance, I have no doubt that Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow have been amazing in the NFL because they played together in college and they carried on straight away in the pros. So they've always been very familiar with each other.
Now, their start. The funny thing with the Jets is who have they got week one? The Steelers. And their former quarterback, right? It's like you couldn't write it.
You couldn't write any better.
But okay, so they've got a bit of the Jets do have a little bit of a gauntlet to start the season. They've got the Steelers, they've got the Bills, they've got the Bucks, then they travel to the Dolphins. It's in that underbelly in the middle of the season. Can they get some wins going to ensure that they can actually surprise people? Unfortunately, they are facing the AFC North this year, so they're facing the hardest division in terms of totality. So that can have an impact. But my pick to be able to surprise is probably the Jets because I think Justin Fields can do some things there.
I think he can. But I think the key to them, the key for me is they just go let Justin Fields be Justin Fields. And I go back to his second year in Chicago, which was his best output, whereby he rushed for over 1,000 yards. A lot of people don't realize that Justin Fields has a 1,000-yard rushing as a quarterback in the National Football League in 15 games.
If you pigeonhole him into something that he's not going to be successful.
Exactly. So let him play make, basically. If he needs to throw it, let him throw it. Yes, he's not quite there as a passer yet, but lean on his strengths. Because I think one of the biggest things that helped Lamar Jackson mature into becoming the elite quarterback he is because the Ravens let Lamar be Lamar early on in his career. Whereby
he ran a lot more at the start.
Exactly. But then he caught up with the passing. He worked on himself. He put things together, and now he can do both. Now he's a very elite thrower of the football. So they just need to follow a similar path for Justin Fields, and they could have their quarterback, their franchise quarterback that way. Just let Fields be Fields. Don't pigeonhole him into just throw the football. I think that's what the Steelers tried to do, and that's why it didn't work out. You just go let him be him.
Got to play to your strengths. I think my Eagles sort of toot my own horn. Look at Justin Fields. Like, he's not known to necessarily be an elite NFL passer.
You mean Jalen Hurts?
Sorry, Jalen Hurts. Yeah. He's not touted as that. And even now, despite winning a Super Bowl, he's not known to be top-end passer. He makes the right throws at the right time. He makes the right reads on the offense at the right time. He passes when he has to, gets the first downs on the ground when he has to. You can win a Super Bowl like that. And I'll tell you now, straight up, like, as a runner of the ball, Justin Fields is better. So it kind of makes you think, like, okay,
you've got to put everything around him to put him in this situation.
Right offense, run the ball, make him feel comfortable, and I guarantee you he can play in this league.
And we know they've got some guys on that defensive side of the ball.
Yep, they can play defense.
It is beautiful. Wow, I just checked. Your quarterback's never thrown for 25 passing touchdowns in the season.
Who, mine?
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, you guys have a Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know that. But all I'm saying is the
That's the
manner
thing,
in which
right?
they were doing it: play action, run the ball. Like, just because you've got guys there, you've got two really good running backs that any other year probably would have been the best rookie running backs. But you've got two of them on the same team. Utilize them. Heavy play action. Justin Fields is a threat to run. He's got the legs. You have to respect his speed
Well,
because he will get that first
they've
down.
got two running backs. They've got Hall and they've got Braylon Allen.
Exactly.
They've got the pieces, and they've got the pieces in the passing game as well. So just they need to utilize them. They need to be sensible about it. Look out for the Jets. Whether or not he's able to do something, that's a whole different thing. But I hope for his sake that he can. And I hope for those long-suffering Jets fans that he can do something as well, because it's been a long time. It has been a long time since they've had an ounce of kind of not an expectation, but just some positivity. Positivity with Aaron Rodgers disappeared after 4 plays in that first year, and yeah, let's see how it goes. And until then, let's see how these two teams do. These two teams are known to be utterly poor of late. Can the Panthers do better? Can the Jets surprise anyone? Or put in the comments down below as to who you think are going to surprise anybody in this league, because could it be somebody else? Please tell us that we're wrong also.